Lemon bars were my mother's favorite dessert when I was growing up. She made them for every party and we all just love them. So I was a little hesitant to adapt the recipe because it's kind of sacred. But what I did, I think, made them even better. I added olive oil to the curd because olive oil works really well with the lemon and it also balances out the sweetness. And even better, I still use butter. I like a lemon bar with a really thick shortbread crust, so I make a little more than most recipes do with some lemon zest in it. I do it in the food processor because it's easier. Could also use a mixer. Press it into an even layer. There's just nothing like hands. It's your best utensil in the kitchen. While this bakes, I will make the topping. When my mother used to make lemon bars, she would never cook a curd, but I think cooking a curd gives you a silkier texture. And it's really easy. You just take the lemon juice, the sugar, I'm gonna put eggs in there, and just cook it for a couple of minutes. I use a combination of whole eggs and yolks. The yolks just make it a little bit richer, a little bit more dense. And then cornstarch is important as a little bit of extra thickening. I'm gonna stir it together before I put the heat on. You wanna bring this up to a boil, and then we're gonna pour it on the crust. The boiling part is important because if you don't get this hot enough, the cornstarch isn't gonna activate, and then the curd isn't going to gel. Straining it just gives you the silkiest curd. If you don't do it, you risk getting a few little curdled bits of egg. Better to strain. Butter is traditional in a curd. What's not traditional is olive oil. That's my own little touch, but I really like the flavor. I mean, olive oil has such a fruity flavor, but it also has a little bit of appealing bitterness. Now, you always want to add your lemon zest after you've strained. Otherwise, you're just going to strain out all the lemon zest. And what is the point of that, right? And this can go straight on top of my baked crust. The crust can still be warm, that's fine. And now back into the oven. So this is what happens when they chill. They get nice and firm, and I'm just gonna loosen them so that I can pull this out. Notice how I left these little bits of parchment. I'm gonna use them as handles, and the idea is that I pull it out and I cut them neatly on the cutting board. Let's see if it works. Woohoo! Nice! If I was really neat, I would get a ruler and use that as a guide, but we're among friends. For maximum effect, garnish just before serving. Powdered sugar, some places heavier than others, but that's all fine. And then a little bit of sea salt because I love lemon, olive oil, and salt together. And you know what? I think my mom would too.